You record a voice memo, hit play, and immediately want to delete the whole thing. That voice can't be you. It sounds thinner, higher, and somehow wrong in a way you can't quite name. But here's the part that should make you pause. That recording is exactly what everyone around you hears every single time you open your mouth. So why does your own voice fool you? When you speak, sound leaves your mouth in vibrating waves and travels through the air to reach other people's ears. Simple enough. But at the same time, those same vibrations travel a second route, one that bypasses the air entirely. They move directly through the bones and soft tissue of your skull, your jaw, and your inner ear. You are the only person who ever hears your voice through this internal pathway. Nobody else gets it. A recording absolutely does not get it. It captures only the sound that floated out through the air. Now, here is the key detail. Bone conduction does not transmit every frequency equally. Solid material, bone, tissue, cartilage, is far better at carrying low-frequency vibrations than high-frequency ones. The slow, deep waves travel right through. The faster, higher ones dissipate. So the bone-conducted signal reaching your inner ear is a version of your voice with the bass turned up. Richer, fuller, warmer. And since you have been hearing that enhanced version your entire life, your brain has adopted it as the baseline. The real thing. The true sound of you. A microphone has exactly one job. Detect pressure changes in the air. Sound waves roll out of your mouth, cross the room, and push against a tiny membrane inside the microphone. That push becomes an electrical signal, and that signal becomes your recording. The process is elegant and completely indifferent to your skull. There is no bone pathway in a microphone. There is no resonating jaw. The recording captures only the air-transmitted portion of your voice, which is precisely what every other human being in the room was already hearing. The recording is not lying. It is the most honest version of your voice that exists. Your brain is not a passive listener. Over your entire lifetime, it has built a detailed model of what your voice sounds like. And it built that model almost entirely from the bone-conducted signal. Every time you spoke, that internal version was what your brain registered and stored. So when a recording plays back the air-only signal, your brain compares it to its stored model and flags a mismatch. That is the source of the discomfort. It is not that the recording sounds wrong. It is that the recording sounds like someone else. Singers and professional voice artists know this effect well, and they learn to work around it. When a vocalist trains, they deliberately practice listening back to recordings of themselves rather than trusting what they hear in the room. Because the in-room sensation is misleading. Bone conduction as a technology works on exactly this same principle. It bypasses the eardrum entirely and sends vibrations through the cheekbone directly to the inner ear. It's also why your voice sounds strikingly different when you cup your hands over your ears while speaking. You're increasing the proportion of bone-conducted sounds you hear, and the effect is immediate. Your voice suddenly sounds enormous. Here is the strange irony of all this. The voice you cringe at when you hear it played back, the thin, flat, unfamiliar one, that is your real voice. The one that has always connected with people, earned trust, made them laugh, told stories worth hearing. The voice you believe you have, the warm, resonant, full-bodied version, exists only inside your own skull. It is a private audio illusion built by your skeleton. Everyone else in the world has always heard the recorded version. They heard it long before you were brave enough to press play. And here is the quiet truth they never bothered to mention. Most of them were completely fine with it. So the next time you hear a recording and feel that familiar, "that cannot be me," remember what is happening. Two signals, two pathways. One is the truth. The other is a story your skull has been telling you for your whole life. Here is my question. If you could permanently switch and hear your voice the way the world already hears it, would you actually want to? If this made you think, subscribe to Wait Why. We drop a new question every week.